Hello friends, welcome to Hack the Hacker channel. Today we are going to see the directory structure in Linux based systems like Ubuntu, Kali Linux, Mint, etc. Okay, first go to cd slash. Now we are at root folder. Just enter ls, and these all are the directory structure. Here the main important one is we shall see one by one. First, bin. What is bin? ls bin. Here bin is a binary file directory. It contains all the commands that will be executed uh, like here we are entering ls, and we can run this ls from here also. This, just go to bin and enter ls. See, here we are entering this ls is it is symboling to this ls command. Okay, and here we have ln and dir, cp, rm, cat. All these basic commands are available in our bin directory, and this bin commands can be executed by any of their users. So our first directory bin, it contains all executable commands. Okay, and we can enter commands from bin directory also. This is an example. And the next one is boot. This boot command, ls boot, it contains all the image files like configuration 4.7 AMD 64. That means it is a 64-bit uh, image file. It contains all the image files and grub file that is used for the used at the boot time. Sorry. Let's see what in grub. Here first, if we have dual boot system, then first this grub loader will be run, and from grub loader it will detect where the OS file is stored. From using that grub loader, we can select one of the OS. Okay, and this grub is important when you are using dual boot systems. And mainly boot content about grub details and bootable files. Contain def um, bootable details, bootable time details files. Okay, now dev, this dev, shall see what is in dev. Here dev stands for devices. That means it contain all the devices like uh, virtual files, that is it contain all the virtual files that are not physically on disk. Here we can see this tty. Here tty stands for teletype. It is used for controlling the terminal for the current process. For example, just enter ps-a. See, now xr is using tty2, and that process ID, here PID means process ID, and TTY is the our teletype terminal, and this is the time how long it will be executing, and this is the command. Okay, and here it contain another thing also like see null. Here div null, it is the main important command. It contain null bytes. For example, if we have a file like mm, just I'm writing some cat, sorry, just echo, and here I'm creating some file dot txt. Okay, just cat this file. Now I have this data in this file dot txt. If I want to set null, then just write mm, div null to file dot txt. Now see what happened. Sorry, yeah, I need to write cat. See, now all the data will be gone using this div null. And another thing also there, that is 0. It contain all the uh, data with 0, it filled with zeros. And if you want to make some file 0, then here we can use some cat 0 to this file. It will take some time. And another thing is random. Here can this, where is the random, yes, this random contain all the random numbers. These three files are used in shell scripting. Okay, and just entering Control C. No, it contain details about the devices. Okay, now this is the main important directory, etc. etc contain all configuration files about the installed softwares. For example, okay, now ls etc. See, these all are the software which are installed in this system, and it contain all the configuration files. For example, we see let's say Python 3.7, etc Python 3.7, 3.7. See, it contains site custom.py. No, shell c docker. Okay, here it contains key.json. Just open that file. See, it contains all the details, KAD, key details, and CRV, all etc. Okay, let's see about SSH. ls etc SSH. See, it contains all the configuration files like ssh-config, ssh-dconfig. We see some ssh config file. Just cat that file. See, it contains all the forwarding, yes, no. If you want, we can change. Default is port 22. If you want to change the SSH port, just go to that file, edit that file, and go to here, just uncomment the file, and here you write some 23. 23 is for telnet, and just give some random number 2651 like this, and just save the file and restart the SSHD service. Then this port will be changed. Okay, so etc mainly contain about configuration files. Okay, now this home is for it contain the mainly about the user. Here I have one user, Rajan. If you have multiple users, then it contain multiple users, multiple directory, and each directory will contain its own directory structures like downloads, desktop, documents, videos, music, etc. Okay, and this is for local users. And lib, here lib is contains three types of directories. Shall see here we have, let's say, bin, boot. This app is, I created this directory, this is for application. Okay, and div for devices, etc for configuration files, and home for local users, and these are the image files. And here lib lib32, lib64. That means lib32 means it contain library files of the 32-bit system files, and 64 contains 64-bit system files, and the library contain some default library files. We shall see example lslib. See, these all are the software. It contains some here lib handle. These all are the library files, and it contain all dynamic library files. We shall see some example here. It contain all. Okay, just do ls. Go to firmware. Sorry, lib firmware. See, it contain all these files. These all are the binary files, library files, binary library files. Okay, lslib32. See, it contain all s4 files. Here s4 is the shared object files. Okay, and every that software uses this library files when they are running. These all are the 32-bit system files, and lib64. These all are the 64-bit. Okay, and lib32, lib64. These all are library files. Now media. Here media is, now we completed this, and this when you connected some removable disk, this folder will be created, last form. And media contain all the removable disk files like cd-rom, cd-rom 0, all this. It will connect the mount points, all the details. For example, just see here I'm connecting one USB drive, and now enter media. See, it created some drive, 15 GB. Okay, and it contain all the removable media disk files, and media removable disk details. And mnt is the, its full form is mount, so it contain all the mount details, mnt. Now present I didn't have any mount details, that's why it didn't show anything. Normally it is used for the mount the disks. Okay, if you want to connect that any disk, then you can connect to this mnt directory, and this media is completed, and mnt is connected. Mnt for mounting, media is for removable disk files. And here opt, opt stands for optional directory. That means if you want to install some third-party softwares, then we can install in opt directory. Like here I installed Sublime Text 3, Teeth software, and OpenVPN, and Google Chrome. This all third-party tools. You can store it opt directory. and proc. Here proc is, it contain all the processor details. This 111.24.1.208, these all are the process IDs. Just enter ps-ef. Wait, yes, pen. If you want to see this 11124, ps-grep 1124. See, this 1124 is a genome online accounts. This is the process ID, and it contain, this folder contain all the process details of this process. We see what it contain about 1124. Okay, see, it contain attributes, CG group, CPU set, all the process details, task details, timers, all these things. Okay, now OPT stands for optional third party tools. Okay, and proc contains process details. Okay, and it proc contains some files also, like meminfo and CPU info. Just enter cat proc meminfo. It will give all the details about the memory, like memory size, memory free, how much free is available, total size, and cache, active, inactive, all the details about that memory. And same like that proc CPU, it will give the all processor details, how many processor we have, and what is the address size, bugs, WP, all these things, core ID, CPU cores. Please check these commands, these all are the important. And next one is we saw up to proc, and the next one is root. Here root is for root user, it contains the directories of root user, like documents, downloads, environment. That is, this is the root user directory, home directory. This is the root user home directory. Home contain local user directory, and root contain admin directory, admin home. This is root is the admin home, and home contain local users. Okay, and the next one is run. This run contain the details about the virtual file system. Just enter ls run. See, here this contain virtual file system for the kernel and mount point read only. For example, see, it contain all the details like OpenVPN, network manager details, screen details. Okay, let's examine this. ls run, go to OpenVPN, didn't contain anything. Also, it contain all the runtime details, all these things. Run network manager. See, it contain configuration files of the network files and devices, all these things. And the next one is sbin. Here we have two binary files directory, one is bin and another one is sbin. Here bin contain executable files for all users, and sbin is contain binary files that can executed only by the super user. Here S stands for super user, and this is the super user binary files. Just execute this file, and these all are the commands that can be executed by only root user. Like IP, FSCK, these all are, this can be, this is a permission to only to root user. And next, SRV. Here SRV stands for service data. It contains the details about the services like HTTP, FTP, etc. Here I used TFTP. If you run some HTTP, then that details stored in this SRV directory. And this contain, I created this. Yes, this contain all the bus details, device details, firmware details, hypervisor details like kernel details, all this. And TMP. TMP is a temporary directory. The specialty of TMP directory is when you restart system, whatever is stored in TMP directory that will be deleted. For example, lstmp. These files are created when I restart this system. TMP March 8 9:35. And if I restart this system, then this file will be deleted. So please store some temporary files for that session in this directory. Once you restart the system, this all files will be deleted. And next one is missing TMP, and next one is user USR. That means it stands for Unix System Resources, and it contains all the details about user files. And here also it contains bin, games, include, lib, all all the directory structure like this. And here it contain, here user bin contain only these commands will be executed by that user only, specific user only. And this is the library files and user shareable files, src, where, all these things. This is specifically for user only. Okay, for example, ls user bin. These all are the specific user commands. Okay, and next, var. Here var stands for variable files, and it contains main directories like logging details, system run details, and if you have mail server, then mail details, like etc. The main important thing is here log and cache. These are all two importance, and this contain all the log files. For example, ls var log, log. If you want to see user login details, just go to ls var log and wtmp. This contain all the user timestamp details, login timestamp details, and syslog. Syslog, it contain all the commands what we are executed. See, just now I entered this sbin network manager, like all these commands. And another thing is messages. Sorry, var log messages. It contain all the details like SanDisk called. I connected one USB to this system, so it gave me the timestamp. I connected at 11:27:59 to this system, kernel level, and these are software details, direct access, all these details. See, removable disk, all this, and that is a HDB. Device name is HDB1, and it giving the details: write cache disabled, read cache enabled, all these details. Okay, and here apt contain all the details. And another thing is where cache. Here cache contain all the uh, cache data. For example, um, if we update that system, uh, for update we use the apt get update now. So here apt contain all the downloaded packages details like archives. See, these all are the downloaded cache. We will see some all the tough stuff. Okay, and VM Linux, these all are the image files. I install this. Okay, now root content. This is the home directory for sudo user, root user, and run contain all the runnable files. Sbin, it is contain only super user executable files, and srv, it contains service data files, and sys contains system files. TMP is the temporary files, and usr, it is the Unix system users files, and where is the variable files. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, please comment that doubt, and please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.